So my full name is Chhour Kuk. Okay, you can call me Mr. Cook or Mr. Kuk. Both are acceptable. And I completed my bachelor degree back in 2016. I did a double major in finance and also in accounting. And after I finished the bachelor degree, I worked for a Chinese firm for 5 years. And then after 5 years of working, I felt very stagnant. I was not motivated. I had a little bit of depression as well, during the COVID. And then I told myself that I need to do something different. Okay, so one of them is to start my own little business, which is Blue Dolphin Swimming Club. Blue Dolphin Swimming Club. So at Blue Dolphin Swimming Club, we teach people how to swim. Okay, and in addition to that, I also told myself that I need to upgrade my knowledge, my skill. Okay, and I want to do a master degree. Coincidentally, at that time, CAMED also about to offer its first ever Masters of Science program. So I made the decision to come to CAMED. But before I start the MSc and also the ACCA, I had two full-time jobs. One with the Chinese firm, and the other one is Blue Dolphin Swimming Club. But I told myself I would not be able to do two full-time jobs while also full-time with my study. So I quit. I quit one one job, which is the with the Chinese firm. And then I joined CAMED. So my first ACCA exam was in December 2022. And my last ACCA exam was in December, but 1 year apart in 2023. So here is the Masters of Science courses in which I took. Okay, so I began my first semester here at CAMED from July to December 2022. I took 5 courses. Okay, so it's Cambodian business law, Cambodian taxation, performance management, audit and assurance, and financial management. And for the second semester, I did 3: financial reporting, strategic business reporting, strategic business leadership. And for the last semester, I took advanced performance management, advanced financial management, accounting ethics, and research paper. And the research paper continue up until now, okay, in which I also need some of your help at the end to do some short survey. If you could help me, it would be very appreciated, okay. So some of you might be curious to know what is a 5-course schedule will look like, right? So I have just an example for you, like this is what I did. So it's on a weekly basis, okay? So on Monday, I would have 3 hours of class, like from 6 to 9 p.m. Tuesday, 3 hours, 6 to 9. Wednesday, 1 hour and a half from 8 to 9:30 p.m. at night. And Thursday, 3 hours, 6 to 9. Friday also 3 hours, 6 to 9. Okay, and Saturday 7 hours, 3 hours and a half in the morning, 3 hours and a half in the afternoon. Saturday 10 hours is the whole day. No? It's like you have 4 hours in the morning, FM with OBN, and then 3 hours and a half in the afternoon with Professor Promvirya, Cambodian business law, and at night we have another 3 hours and a half for Cambodian taxation. So it's like, and then you repeat like the next week. It's just the same thing for like the whole semester. I was away from school for quite some time, and then I come back. I was so excited. I was so motivated, and I want to do a lot of things. And it was fun, but also very demanding as well. Okay, but manageable. Okay, with a full-time job too. Yes, please. Okay. So here is the ACCA, my ACCA exam timeline. Okay, there are 13 papers in ACCA, correct? Yeah, so I had 3 exemptions. Okay, I had the F1, F2, and F3, which are considered to be the knowledge level. Okay, I had this exam from the ACCA. So I had 10 ACCA exams to complete, correct? So by December 2022, I finished the 5 courses, and then I did 3 ACCA exams. Okay, I did Cambodian business law, Cambodian taxation, and also I did audit and assurance, which I failed. Okay, and then I'm going to talk about the experience of failing with you afterwards. Okay, to share how I cope with it. And I told myself that I took 3 ACCA exams and I failed 1. I probably need to change my strategy. Okay, so I told myself I probably could do only 2 exams in every exam session. Okay, so by March I did the audit and assurance. and also do the exam paper. Okay, so in June I did performance management and I also do financial reporting. When you finish this 6th paper, it is called the skill level, and it is an equivalent of a UK bachelor degree. So in September, I did strategic business reporting and also strategic business leadership. And by December, I did advanced performance management and then advanced financial management. Okay, so when you finish the last 4 paper, it's called strategic professional level. It is an equivalent of a UK master degree. Okay, so logically, you would think that this last 4 paper are more difficult than this paper, correct? Yeah, but that's not really the case. Because if you look at the statistic, okay, so there are 13 paper, okay, but I only took 6 here, statistic, okay, directly from the ACCA website, just to show you something. So for the AA stand for audit and assurance. So these are the 5 previous passing rates of the exam. I took it directly from the website. So you see, like from March 2023, 44%, 45%, 42, 41, and 44. Okay. So on average, the passing rate for this paper is around 43%. Okay, which is very low, right? And the PM level, if you calculate the average passing rate, it's also around 43%. Okay, and these 2 papers are the skill level; they are not professional level. Okay, and the professional levels are here: strategic business reporting, strategic business leadership, advanced financial management, and advanced performance management. You see the passing rate here; the average is around 50%. Okay, SBL, the passing rate average is around 51%. No? And AFM is around 46%, okay, except for the APM, which is a little bit dramatic, okay, it's only 34%. The point that I want to make here is that it seems to me that these 2 paper, which is only the skill level paper, they seems to be more difficult to pass than this 3 professional level paper, more difficult to pass, not necessarily more difficult, but difficult to pass, okay. Some of the reasons might be the way that they mark the paper is very strict. Okay, you're just very strict. Some, personally, this is one of the most difficult paper for me. Okay, but the passing rate is around 50%. Okay, so there's something fishy in the way that they mark the paper across the ACCA exam. Okay. So now I'm gonna talk. By this point, do you have any question with the previous slide? You can ask me, stop me anytime, and ask me question. Okay. So now I'm going to talk about each of the ACCA paper. Okay, I will start off with the Cambodian business law. Cambodian business law, I took this course with Professor Promvirya. Okay, it's a very straightforward courses. Okay, entertaining class as well, and it teach me very useful knowledge about the Cambodian business environment. To pass the exam, I think most of us already did already. Correct? You just need to practice previous exam around 5 to 6. I think it's enough. If you're comfortable with it, you should be okay. And I did the lectures in Khmer, okay, because I enjoy the discussion in Khmer. Our professor is local Cambodian, right? But I prefer the exam in English because I type very slow in Khmer and also worry about the spelling, okay? So the second paper is Cambodian taxation. Personally, I felt that there's too many lecturers, okay? Teaching just only 1 course. Back then, I have like 4 lecturers, okay? I'm not sure about how it is organized right now, okay? But I think 1 or 2 probably enough, but 4, okay? And you must start practice the income tax question as soon as possible. Otherwise, it's gonna be very intimidating, okay? Income tax question, it will definitely appear in the exam all the time, and it's big, okay? And you have to start practice as soon as possible. I also did the lectures in Khmer. I enjoyed the discussion with everyone in Khmer, and exam is in English too. Okay. Performance management. Okay, so for performance management, there are many topics in performance management. Okay, a lot of topics. Okay, just a lot. Okay, and in the exam, I noticed that many questions were recycled from previous exam and also from the previous practice question, like 35. For my case, it's like 35%. Okay, I did one practice long question, and it was recycled to a 5 different multiple choice scenario question. I remember, and so practice a lot. The previous exam, previous question. In class, I did the course with Professor Maita. Okay, she was incredible. However, some of the topics are so difficult. Like, it's just not very straightforward for me. So I resolved to go to YouTube, you know. Yeah, some of them did an excellent job explaining, for example, the advanced variance analysis. There's so many variants, remember? A lot and very difficult. Like, but this guy, like on YouTube, like he explained it so easy to understand. And also some of the topic related to the learning rates. They also have the formula. You just put the formula and then you got the answer all the time. And it's very, very straightforward and also very helpful. Okay. It doesn't mean that professor at CAMET are not good. It's just that when you are having difficulty or obstacle in understanding something, you should try a different approach, you know. For me, I just go to YouTube, you know, it's free, you know, and why not? PM, we have some theoretic question related to the balance scorecard, the building block model. They will test your memory only, but this topic will be examined in depth in advanced performance management. Okay, so be prepared. Get your background here very well at the performance management level. So when you go to the advanced performance management, you should like have some background already. Otherwise, it's going to be very difficult. Okay. So PM. So for the FM paper, very similar to PM, there are many topics in FM paper, a lot of topics. I had some background. My background was in finance. Okay, so please practice more if you do not have background in finance. Okay, and I had Professor Ovian for both my FM and also the AFM paper. He was great. He was very, very good at what he teach. And for the AFM, if you're comfortable with the FM paper, if you got like 60 and above, in my personal opinion, if you're comfortable with it, I don't think you should worry too much about the AFM. Okay, it's not gonna be very difficult. The topic will be based on the FM, but it will be explored in depth, just in depth. And when you arrive at the AFM paper, just try to finish the video recording as soon as possible. Just try to finish the recording material as soon as possible. And when you finish the recording material, you would have this practice like question. The book, okay, which was sent by our professor to us, it's around 157 pages. It contains 49 practice questions. 49 practice questions, like long question, okay? And these long questions are very useful for the exam. And 49 questions, if you time yourself, if you do one question a day, you would need 49 days, correct? Yeah. But some of the questions are long and difficult, so you might want to attempt them more than once, okay? So you have to time yourself accordingly. But if you just finish watching the video recording, by the last month before the exam, you will not have time to finish this practice question. It's just a lot, yeah. Yes, if you finish this 49, you walk very happy, like just very happy. Okay, I didn't even finish it. I just do the question that he said must do. He also has a list for you must do and should do. Okay, but if you can do everything, oh my God. But these are long questions. Like one question, like you have to spend like 1 hour or something to do. Okay, and some of the questions are difficult, in which you should do twice. But before you can do this, finish the exam material. Strategic business leadership. Okay. My personal experience, I did not study for this course that much. Like I really studied 2 weeks before the exam. This is the book. Okay. It's not much. Okay. Now we have this pre-seen material, right? Have you ever heard of like 2 weeks before the exam, they give you this pre-seen material. Okay. It's a big case, between 10 to 20 pages sometimes. Okay. In my case, it's around 15 pages. I read the material, okay, read it ahead of time, read it so many times, and then I start doing my own analysis, okay. I start doing this, you know, SWOT analysis, Pestle factor analysis, okay, portfolio force analysis, suitability, acceptability, feasibility analysis, and also do this Boston Consulting Group matrix analysis, do all the analysis I could. And then on the day that the pre-scenes material is available, somebody is on YouTube gonna post some video. And they also post the analysis video. Oh, some of them are very, very good. Like I really recommend you to take a look at the video, okay? And then they will keep posting new video every day. Like they have part 1, part 2, part 3. And some of the analysis was like, I didn't even pay attention and they see every detail. And I remember that I was very confident walking into the exam. Like I spent very little amount, like all the 10 paper, I spent little, the least amount of time studying for the SBL because like we have the pre-scene, I was curious, I was scared too, like, okay. But on the exam, they will give you more appendix, okay? They will give you more, okay? But you will have the background already, just familiar yourself. They will use some more, maybe financial reporting, something like that, okay? So you should be okay, you should be comfortable because you have prepared very well already, okay? 2 weeks before the exam, no? And don't forget to check the YouTube, okay? Financial reporting FR, okay? FR is an introduction to the accounting standard, okay? For me, it's a very small course, very manageable, and also the exam topic is it's kind of predictable, okay? Because I learned it with Mr. Casey, and at the end, the long question, there's only 2 to 3 types that they could ask you, and just practice a few of them for each topic, you should be fine, okay? The FR paper. And you need to do the FR, right, before you could move to the SBR, okay? But at that time, I didn't know. I took 2 courses at the same time, which you shouldn't, okay? You should finish FR first and then SBR later because one is the prerequisite for the other. And the SBR is at a totally different level. SBR is very scary. Not to scare you, okay? This is strategic business reporting, okay? More than 600 pages, okay? You would probably need to read every single page and then not just reading, but to memorize because you have to be able to define the accounting standard in the exam, okay? All questions must start with defining the accounting standard, and by defining, you have to remember, okay? I finished this book a few times, like I finished and then now I start do it again. Like I just want to refresh my memory. I think if you're an accountant, this is like the backbones of your career, right? Accounting standard, okay, very important. And I also afraid to tell you that at the beginning it's just fast, okay? But the more you get into this book, it's not just fast, it's fast and it's also getting more and more difficult, okay? Some of the topic I remember, like the revaluation model, the consolidation model, and also the cash flow. It's just so difficult after a few times of revision already. It's still difficult, okay? Very, very big one, okay? Comparing to the FR paper. FR is very shallow. They focus on calculation, but this book, please do not hope to get calculation. If they give you calculations question, it's going to be like a disaster, like very difficult calculation paper. However, here's the catch, okay? The passing rate again, okay? 50%, which means that 50% will pass, okay? When I finished that exam, I remember that there's no way that I'm gonna pass the exam, okay? I will fail, but it turned out that I got like 59 or something like that, okay? So there's a difference between how difficult a paper is and how difficult to pass that paper, okay? Some of the paper might be difficult to study, but it's not difficult to pass. They might be go easy on the marking, okay? So now I'm gonna go to the advanced performance management, huh? Advanced performance management. I want to show you the book so that you have an idea in advance, okay? This is advanced performance management. It's more than 500 pages. At the beginning, it's very scary. It's just very scary, like so many topics at the beginning. But the more you progress forward, you would realize that advanced performance management, it's just all about KPI, key performance indicator. And this is exactly my research paper. It's focused on key performance indicator. Okay. To me, when I walked into the exam, I was okay. After I finished the exam, I was very satisfied. Very satisfied. I finished all the question. There was no surprise for me. Okay, every question was like, I practiced already. No surprise. But it turned out that I got only like 53. I barely passed this paper. Okay, and the global passing rate is like 34%. Okay, so this is not a difficult paper to study, but an extremely difficult paper to pass for many of us. Okay? Some people, like when I read the comments on like online, they felt like 6 times before they passed this paper. Yeah, which is a little bit scary. So please pay attention to the SBR. Okay, this SBR. It's scary at the beginning, but I promise it's not scary when you focus at the end. It's just about KPI. And now I want to tell you about the SBR and then APM. These two courses are typically taught by Professor Go Roy. If you know Professor Roy, you know his styles of teaching, very fast-paced and also very stressful too. Okay, and these two courses are taught by him and on the same day. So which means that if you took both of his course at the same time, you would have 3.5 hours and then 1 hour break and then another 3.5 hours, which is a lot of attention, a lot of focus. Somebody told me not to take these two courses together, and I listened to her advice, and I'm glad that I did. And I also want to tell you exactly the same thing. Even if you're rushing, you should space these two courses in 2 different semesters. Do not take these 2 courses on the same semester. Okay. So now let's move to the how I prepare for the ACCA exam, right? I think all of you must want to know. So I took 2 exams every 3 months, right? I took 2 exams every 3 months. So it's a 3-month period. Okay, let's say from June to September. Okay, so let's say that I will have the exam in September. Nah? So early June, I finished 2 exams. Okay, I finished 2 exams. I took a week off, just trying to relax my brain. Okay, and then I come back from the trip. Okay, I study new material. Okay, new material before the semester even begin. Okay, just before the semester even begin, I studied new material already. Okay, and how did I do that? How did I do that? I will tell you later. Okay, so the new semester would typically begin July. By the beginning of the new semester, I finished 70% of the course material already. Let's say I'm taking 3 courses. Okay, SBL, SBR, and FR, for example. I would finish 70%, 60%, 70% of all the course video recording. Okay, and then I would take note. Okay, so August, now come the August. August, I would not focus on anything. I just focus on the 2 exams in which I'm going to take in September. I just focus on the 2 exams. I would still go to the class. I would still joining the lecture, but the lecture, remember, I finished 70% already. So it's just like a revision for me. There's no pressure. It's not hard. Okay, I would have this time focus just only on 2 exams. Okay, and I would try my best in September, early September, to do 1 mock exam for every ACCA paper. I have to attend at mock exam, pretend that it is a real exam, right? And then I go to the exam in September, early September. And then afterwards, I would take a week off, again, travel a little bit, come back, and then prepare, repeat the process every 3 months, like that. Okay. The ACCA exam is available every 3 months. 6 months, correct. But before I take this 2 exams, I have finished the course already long time ago. Because remember, I took 5 courses on my first semester. I finished the material already. Okay, I just maybe review it, and try to do the question. Yeah. No. And then I told you that I finished the material before the semester even begin, right? How? Okay, I go to LSC. Okay, let's say that next semester I'm going to take 3 courses. Before the semester even start, I go to talk to LSC that I need video recording of that course. And they have it because they record the video every semester. They have it. And then they send me the link. Only them have the private link. Okay. We don't have access to this private link. They will send you the private link. And then they will send you the PDF versions, the soft copy of the books too. And then I study and then I took notes. Okay. And if they do not have the most up-to-date PDF versions of the book, I contact professor directly. In my case, it was APM. I contact Professor Roy that I need the most up-to-date versions of the book. He sent me the soft copy in less than 24 hours. They are all very supportive. And please go talk to them, okay? Oh, yeah, that's right. If before, like, just start, yeah. And then when I get the material, I do video. I watch the video like 3.5 hours every day, like every day, like take notes, you know, yeah. Okay. A lot of us like wait until the semester start, right? And when the semester start, it's usually very slow, okay? And then by the end, you're gonna have a lot of things to do, and oh, the instructors is rushing, and you have exam and assignment. Oh my, it's crazy. Like when you're free, like in your own time, just study ahead of time, right? Yeah. Okay. So I told you that I also failed. Okay, my audit and assurance, and it was my first ACCA exam. Okay, to be honest with you, like I have no clue what is ACCA. I did not study for the ACCA. Okay, for the AA paper, I finished the revision material only 2 days before the exam with Professor Maita. The class was late most of the time. Yeah. And then I do not study, and I think 50%. Come on, like at least I would get at least 50%, right? On the days of the exam, I did not finish the paper. It's one question that I did not finish, but I was still confident that I'm going to pass. Okay, turned out that I underestimated the marking scheme. Like again, the paper is not difficult. Okay, it's the marking scheme. You need to write complete full sentence, and I got only 47%. Okay, so I failed. I failed, and it had a very serious implications on my mentality. Okay. Which will bring you to this topic, okay, the counseling service at CAMED. I failed that exam. I have a little bit of depression for sure and stress, but most importantly, I developed this called anxiety, moderate levels of anxiety, and it persists for a few months, and then I think that I need some help. Okay, and I like to use this analogy. Okay, when you get sick physically, when you get injured, you go to see a doctor, right? But when you're not comfortable, when you're struggling mentally, you should also go to see some specialists for help. And this is what CAMED offer. They offer free counseling service for master student, free of charge. Okay, with problem related to depression, anxiety, stress, family pressure, study pressure, relationship issue, among many other. Okay, and you can choose. They have male and female psychologists to help you. We have local and then foreign psychologists. You can choose from the service that offer. The first 7 sessions is free of charge. Okay, from the 8 session to the 20 session, you have to partially pay for the service, and after 20 session, you have to fully pay for the service. So please feel free to use the service if you are a master student. And just because it is free, please do not abuse it. I tried 2 sessions with Professor Daniel, okay? To believe me, sometimes it's good just to sit and then spit out all of your problem on the table, just talk about the problem. And somebody is there to listen to you, okay? And then by the end of the session, he summarized a 1-page, okay? And then he sent it to me, asking me if this is a good representation of the problem that I was facing. On the second session, we try, he suggests some approach to solve the problem. But I walk into the session knowing that I'm the one who responsible for my problem. I have to solve it myself, right? If you ask me if it's really helped to a certain degree, yes, okay? But I stopped by 2 sessions. I try to help. When I pass the following exam, my mentality starts to get better and better, okay? So just to let you know, there's service available, okay? Please feel free to use it if you're a master student. And almost close to the end, okay? Please bear with me. We have this master program. How many of you are master student, please? Okay, a lot. Yes. You're gonna have to do a master research paper, correct? And you will need a lot of resources. Well, some of you might need resources, but I need a lot, especially books, okay? That's why I want to talk about the CAMED library, okay? These people are incredible, okay? They are very responsive to message, okay? And typically, I ask them, like, not just one book. I ask, every time I ask, like, I want 5 books. And then sometimes I ask them, like, oh, 10 p.m. at night, okay? And 5 minutes later, they answers my message right away. And the following morning, they send me all the books. And if the hard copy is also available, they will tell me where to pick it up, okay? They are very resourceful and also very polite. To me, it's like a 5-star customer experience. Like feel like I was treated like a VIP. And here are some of the books, okay, that I request from the CAMED library. Okay, these people are very, very helpful, and they have a lot of resources. So it's like this book, which is related to my research paper, the balance scorecard. I also want to read it in detail. Some of my friends suggested me this book. I also check it up. So this one is also a good read, like very good. Blue Ocean Strategy. This is Blue Ocean Shift. And if you want to read novel, science fiction, they could also find for you too. No? The 3-body problem. Okay, I finished this book in like four days, and then watched the Netflix series, which was incredible. And they have a lot of resources. Okay, all of the book that's sent to you, it's free of charge. Like if you read the book, if you like reading the book, I think you should make friends with them. Like, yeah. So my final thought about the ACCA, let's say it's 100% goal, right? For me, it's a timeline. Okay, asking yourself, how long do you want to finish the ACCA paper? 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and be serious about it. Let's say you want to finish it in like 3 years, and then you do just only 1 course per semester. I mean, that's not serious, right? If you want to finish in 3 years, you have to do like 2 to 3 courses per semester, right? And then stick to it, okay? And secondly, when you plan yourself and then you start, some people know how to plan ahead of time, like very well. If you don't, it's okay. Book an appointment with Shauna. But the most important thing is discipline and consistency. Like for me, it's like there's no work-life balance. It's like it's a 1.5 year commitment. So like, oh my God, so like very fast-paced and very focused. No life, but I think overall I enjoy it. Okay, and be consistent. If you tell yourself that you need to do 3 hours of watching video every day, you need to stick to that, like every day. Like no friend, no movie, just 3 hours of watching video record. Okay. And the last one is about execution. Please expect the best, but prepare for the worst. What I mean is that please try the most difficult question in every paper. In the exam, hopefully they do not appear, right? But if they appear in the exam, you already prepare for it. So you should be fine, okay? And for me, I wish everybody very good luck on your ACCA journey. And your presence here today means a lot to me, especially the organizers of the event.
Everyone, my name is Sopheak, and you can call me Jenny. Some of you may know me already, right? Okay. Because I have got some accidents, so my leg cannot walk properly. Yes. Apologize if I sometimes sit or sometimes I may walk around. Okay. But normally my style, I always walk around and interact with the people. But today, apologize. Maybe I can sit sometime. Okay. But I will try my best to show you first. Before I start my shortcut, which is a little like for some people who already work or have family already. May I know who already married? Yeah, 2, right? And who working as the full-time employee? All of you, right? Okay. Okay, so how many of you already have kids? Already have kids? Not yet. Oh, okay, once. How many kids do you have? May I know? Two. Okay, so the same. Okay, so the reason I asked because the 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 one who start from a single life until married until gets two kids, and I still going until I finish my ACCA. So along the way, there's a lot of commitment, painful, pains, and a lot of like sacrifice during this time. And so let's go. Uh, just a brief about me to know each other. So I graduate maybe this time. Some people just finished bachelor. Yeah. Okay. My time is I finished my bachelor around 2010. Yes. I got a first class graduations, first honor. In the international BBA program from Thammasat University, Bangkok, Thailand. Yeah. I got an opportunity there as a scholarship students. One of the only student that choose from Cambodia to study there because that business school is very strict and not many people can enroll in that class because it's like just like CAMED, it require a lot of commitments and shortlist many times in order to join this class. Okay, and then I finished that time and then I come back here and then working for Maybank as a business development executive. I worked here for a while and then in 2012 I start my ACCA, which supporting from Ministry of Finance. During that time, not many people graduate with the ACCA. From what I know, that time it has only around 20 to 30 people only that actually study ACCA. And that the first time that came at like very struggle to find the people to come and join ACCA, and no one know about this. And I say like, what is this ACCA? Why I have to study this? But my friend just tell me, oh, it's good salary. Go study, go to join and pass it. Huh? I don't know, just join it. And then like I accidentally, yeah, luckily, and say I luckily passed that. And I'm among the 10 people who got a scholarship from the Ministry of Finance. And that time, like I enjoy study for free until I got failed, and then I feel like the suffer, and then I have to pay a lot more and more, and then I feel like I fall into a trap right now. Yeah, so but since I already in the middle way, so I have to finish that. But how I do that, I will tell you, and how I fail. I will not tell you how I pass, but I will tell you how I fail. Because yeah, so and I got married so far. I got married and then I changed my job to become a senior manager and to be a YGM for the Phnom Penh Securities and refer to the stock market, the Cambodia stock market, the worldwide stock market. Yeah, I was there. I'm working as GM there. And then I start running my first company, my own company, and then I'm moving around and then go to work as the relationship manager at the Royal Bank. Basically, it's a loan officer again. But at that time, I hold like around 40 million portfolio customers. Yeah. So it's a big customer. So we work overseas and then work here, work with the international customer as well. And then I got another kid. And after I run a business and I got like second kid, I decide like I resigned from the private sector. And then I may run another business, but suddenly I got like auditor, become the auditor. They have the that day that people choose to I see the announcement about tax officer. Yeah, and then apply and then I passed that. So I become the government officer, and at the time at that year I also graduate my ACCA. So from the start like 2012 until here 2019, I spent around 7 years. 7 years. But during that time, I have like maternity leave 2 or 3 times. 2 times, yeah, 2 times actually. And then married, whatever. So the pure years that I study and take the exam only 5 years, 4 or 5 years. And then the another 2 years just like learn and skip, something like that. Yeah. And so in 2020, I start another business. And now I start to study my master degree in accounting and finance. So I believe that some of you may think like, why I have to study, like keep going. Right now I already have 3 business in my hand. I have 2 kids, and some of my family, especially my dad, saying like, why I still study, why? And I got ACCA, why I still study finance master. Yes, so it's a bit like, sometimes I will tell you it's a kind of self-actualization. I want to know my own potential, if I can pass it or not. Because people think like ACCA is very difficult, and why not? And why not? You can get it. Yeah, I believe I can do it. It's your own belief. Yes, don't give up. So how can I manage my business, manage my kid, my family, and also manage to pass all the ACCA? And the minimum score that I check, I just check again. I got around 56 is the minimum I got. And the rest is around 60 or nearly 70. Okay. So how I do that? So this is the four principle that I choose to myself. First, it's set your goal. Your goal is what? You love it or not? If you love to study ACCA, if you love finance, if you love accounting, so you stick to your goal. Don't care about other people say, hey, you take so many years, you have kids, you have husband, you have, a lot of responsibility. Your company, also your customer have to call you, why you still study here? But believe that it's your own goal. You must commit to that. Okay? Love what you're doing. It's called self-actualization. But sometimes, when I start, I believe that I can have a lot of salary, like advance my career. Yeah, I can like improve my knowledge, whatever. But at the end, it's my own self, for my own self. Yes, because at that time when we have, when I start advancing, I go from small level of officer to the vice GM. That time the salary is already enough, and like without ACCA, actually without ACCA, but I still managed to finish it without expectation of the salary, but I expect myself to finish it. Okay. Okay, let's go. So here, don't give up when you find all the problem, like with the partner, with the kids, and what they say, no time, I don't have time. Now we will study together. How to find time? Yes, how to find time? You have 24 hours the same, it's equally. So how to find time? Not no time. And sickness, sick, fail many times, you lose hope, you feel depression. Yeah, I also feel depression. I almost give up. And I tell you why. And a lot of business, a lot of workload. Yeah, that's all the thing that distract you from achieving your goal. So this is my strategy. I will use just-in-time principle for you. Just JIT, the 80-20 rule, which is the Pareto principles. And we have investment and cost for this study, also have investment. And the three kingdom strategy, if you load study about Chinese, regions, we have a three kingdom, right? We have strategy as well. Take that to apply. So how to attack your enemy, like how to attack, ask for help, and don't panic. So let's go. This is my picture. After I graduate, I going from single life until I have these two little kids. So this is the top one that I want to achieve, which is the full potential of myself. I want to get the full potential. They can do it. I also can do it. Okay, just stick this in your mind. Don't lose hope. And when you take many years, don't care. So all the distraction that I have, and I will tell you like, oh, because you got a scholarship, so you will spend very little. I would say no, because when I study here, first attempt is free. Second attempt I have to pay. It's around $300 per exam. Yes, just around, I tell you, around P5, it's advanced performance management. I failed 5 times. It already how much? 1,500. And one time that I had to take leave 2 weeks. Sometimes I put annual leave plus with the unpaid leave together. So 2 weeks, on average, my salary was around $500 per one sitting. So I give up my money, $500 plus paying the exam fee, $300. It's around $800 per time, and I failed 5 times. How much is it? Just only for AFP, APM, Advanced Performance Management. Yes, so it's scary. So I count myself, I invest around nearly $10,000 just for ACCA. I already got free scholarship from F level. I'm moving from A level. if you already study like during my time, if from F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F9 until F9 is the basic skill and the applying skill, you know, the reporting, FA, AM, FM, whatever, I don't remember. So all these things I passed without fail. But I failed in P level, which is the skill level, the strategic level. Yes, that you suffer a lot. And more people that study, they give up during that time, that level. I believe that. Even my friends, they work for the P4. Some of them after auditor 3 or 4 years already, they still fail. And so I will tell you why they fail and why I failed. So this is the another summary. If you go from the applied knowledge exams to applied skill exam, from F1 to F9, this is the paper based, which is I do it during that time. It's a paper based or writing. So writing speed and time management is very important. But you know, right now it's going to computer based, and they mix P1 and P3 here to the SBL level. To SBL, and you can see that you're moving from a pass rate 85% to 32%. And I was here at one performance management, which is 10 people, only 3 people that pass. Believe it. Only 10 people that 3 people pass 7, because it pass rate is 32%. So only 3 people that pass among 10 people. So you are not alone. Think about this. Take it positive. You are not alone. Other people also fail. Okay. Here, from here, it's very easy. Take it fast. Take it fast. But for this level, I will recommend another strategy for you. Okay, so okay, this one will be more detailed later. Because at this time during my time, because after 2022, September they start the paper. No, computer based. But during this time is the paper based. So example like if I stay here around September 21, if I always December, I choose exam only December. December is example if I got it 43, the pass rate, and I not yet take, I going to take it in June. I will see that the pass rate already 47.3 and down to 40. So I will expect that next sitting the pass rate will increase. Why? I had to think about that. It's a planning. You know, if this sitting they make you fail a lot, next sitting they will like make the question easier a bit so that the passing rate going up. So, but if this sitting the passing rate is already 40 or 50%, you will expect next sitting they will damn you. They will make you down. So prepare for the worst in the next sitting, because this one is very important. Yeah. If you don't look at the final the examiner report, if you don't check the percent of people who pass and people who like fail, you cannot prepare a correct strategy. Let me show you later. Okay, so now we go into just in time for during your class. I see a lot of people study and doing the work at the same time, right? So we are in the same situation. Okay. During the 3 hours, please don't skip. Some of you may say, okay, let's skip class. Today have a go to weekend with daddy, with kids. Today have a wedding party. Just skip class, don't skip. You have 3 hours only, 1 week. 1 week, 3 hours. Don't skip, please. And then stay for class. What I mean, I highlight and put it really for class. When you stay in the class, but your feeling is out there, somewhere else, not in your class. This means that you cannot build a very strong basic understanding. You already use just in time. Just in time, the time that you study, you must put your feeling here. Your everything is here. Only 3 hours. Yeah, and all your notification, whatever, put it off first, offline first. You pick up the call only for the important call. During my time, I study. Some people call me, or even family, or even customer call. Whatever big, I don't care. I turn it off for a while. I say, okay, I'll call back, and then keep studying. Okay, because when people keep calling, notification, all those distract your attention. Okay, Especially during the time that you are going to exam soon, and you still like put all your responsibility with your work, you may fail. A lot of chance to fail. Okay, so really focus, and if you find out some concept, theory, or formula, or logic, some shortcut you don't understand, quickly ask the answer from your teacher. Like if you can study with Casey, you study with Ovian, with Maita, they are very helpful, especially Casey. He has a lot of shortcut. I tell you, how to remember quickly. Just that Casey is very like good at memorize, right? Yes, he has shortcut to memorize that. Even P4 I take with him one time pass, more than 60%. F9 of financial reporting, one time pass around 70%. This means that they have the way to pass it. You learn from it. Take a shortcut from him. Also, my dad, he teach like audit and assurance. I take one time pass. But my friend, they study like, oh no, they work for P4, they fail 3 times. Sometimes what you learn from audit assurance from your work may not apply in the exam. And I will tell you, do what the examiner want, not you want. Okay? That's a lot of thing to do. And build a strong basic understanding, you will study and ask any qualify. After 3 hours, so enjoy life, doing your work, do whatever. Just go. So during the 6 month time that I study, I already take the exam only in June and in December. Because during March, it's a peak time for me. Sometimes I have to do some job in March and September as well. And unlucky during my time, it's only have like 6 months for one exam, not every 3 months like this. So I can register only every 6 months. And there's no computer base. You can select any day to register to take exam. Cannot. You only take during June and December. If you fail, repeat next year. Yes. That's why I spent a lot of years. Yeah. Then during this, now it's exam times. I spent only 2 or 3 weeks, just like I told you. I spent 2 to 3 weeks to finish all exams, all reviews. So the first week, what I really do, like, I apply leave. I already told you, right? I apply leave, whether it's annual leave or unpaid leave. I apply it. And so I assign someone who can take my job, take my responsibilities. Yes, so also write them to do it. So you can leave time for yourself. And even my kid as well, I will assign my mother or my husband to look after them. Because I already look after, take care as a mother like for almost 5 months. So this is my time. So don't touch my time. It's my time. Okay? So this is how you arrange your life, your working and your family. So you can fully focus during your exam time. Believe me, only 2 weeks. It's not much suffer. You not take 3 months to give up everything. Only 2 weeks. Okay? Assign this to all the people who can help you. Don't think that you are the only person that can do it. No, you are not God. Okay? You are not Casey. You can memorize everything. No. Because we have only one small brain here. Okay, so assign whoever they can help you first, apply leave. And then we want to think about big picture. So roughly, I will take the book and see the first page. Oh, how many subjects? It's 10, or sometimes this one is 14 subjects. So I will calculate. I have only 1 week to review all the books. Okay, I review all the book. Hey, I don't read all the book. No, I will not. I will only check the handout, like the important handout that the teacher give. And then during that time, you can go to library. You can see the Kaplan. I will suggest you to use a Kaplan book, not BBPP. The Kaplan book explained very quick and easy. Yes, it's very easy to remember. And they have a pass card like this. You check it, you can review very fast. And believe me, this one, they may write a lot of detail to explain you. But if you already understand the full basic during your class, you can start doing the question right away. Okay? That's why 3 hours during the class very important. Okay, and then you review whatever quickly. So you calculate how many weeks you have 1 week, 7 days. If there are 14 subjects, so one day you must do 2 subjects. 14, okay, let's say 14 chapters. So one day you must do 2 chapters. Doing your calculation. It's a must finish. If today you cannot finish 1 or 2, tomorrow you must double. It's 1 week, okay? And then, why I have some people they say like, I already do it, don't repeat. Chapter 1, chapter 2, and then start with the question relate to the question 1, question 2, to the chapter 1 that I did. And then like, at the end, I found out that it's going back and forth because some subjects, they really relevant to each other. So you cannot catch up on time. So finish all the book for all the subject they have to learn first. You can see the whole picture. Oh, where is the difficult thing? Where is the main point? Where is the main subject that you have to take in? During your class, you ask your teacher what is the concept or chapter that you have to focus. Because normally, if this sitting, they already ask this question, this kind of question, next sitting, it's most likely that they will not ask again. Very low chance. But so you skip it or not? No. You will go entire syllabus, but just focus only the main things. Okay? Don't read all. You cannot remember all. Okay. So you ask your teacher, you ask your Google, you find out the history, like past exam, what is the question? What do they answer? What is the answer? Find out first, and then you can go do the planning. What to focus for this sitting. Okay? So then you have review find out, and for the past book, we have exam specimen for the CBE. CBE, you can find like pre-scenes or some like just like specimen that you can practice again and again during this time in the library. Come to library, don't practice at home. I believe that there's no concentration at home. Come to library, come to reading room here, so you can focus fully. Okay, then you kind of practice, do your study, read the CBE, read all the have full document from the Kaplan, from whatever that you can find out, and then do the mind mapping. Mind mapping, I did do this, so it helped me a lot. Why I do this? It's like it can link my formula with, like, example PE, whatever, WACC course, whatever, link with the concept plus some explanation, so that I can get a full understanding. Oh, this one link to this and this to this. So example, if any point that question asked, I can understand immediately that this concept will link to this concept. Because yeah, I cannot explain every paper, but I tell you the basics, how to do all the passing, all the memorizings. Any question? Understand, right? So mind mapping is very important, especially when you near the end of the last day of review. Tomorrow exam, you can check it again as well. You don't need to review all the books. It's your own version of study. So review of the class video where you lost or where you don't understand, and YouTube, whatever they can to do. So practice writing or typing. Yeah, because typing is very important as well. We call computer based. Then compare your answer with the examiner answer. So if you don't have time to submit your answer to your teacher, review it with the examiner answer. So you will see that what they want. And I tell you example like why I have to read the whole book here and start with the question. Example like if you watch the K-drama, you can watch all the whole series, then you can summarize only one thing: why they break up, how they meet, how happy ending, how sad. Just finish that. See? So if you finish the whole syllabus first before you start doing the question, is it the first week? Only week 1? You do all the syllabus first. So you see how sad it is, how hard it is, how happy ending. Which one is the good ending for you? And you see that how where is your enemy, where is your friends in the book. Okay, so 1 week finish. strictly don't go over this, otherwise you don't have time to practice. And then in the week 2, it's time to use the 3 kingdom strategies. So you know where to attack now. You should know from your teacher, you should know from your Google, from your searching. This sitting, what are going to be the concept? Choose 1 for what, choose 2 for what, most likely. Especially for the financing around like financial reporting, advanced financial reporting. Those questions are very predictable because they have only a few topics to choose, like merge or not merge, diversify or for the income statement, balance sheets. You must go at calculations. So during the time that you practice, and now you apply here. Practice here. Time your also timing. So you should know what time come out, and then you still don't know what come out. Still don't know, just practice. So we have 20/80 rules. The 20/80 rules apply like this. You practice 3 or 4 questions for one concept or one chapter. And then at least 2 to 3 chapters per day, 1 day. So at least, so 1 day you can practice around 56 to 84 questions. You think you cannot hit anything? If you practice 56 to 84 questions, I believe you hit something in the sitting, in the exam. Because you already choose what to practice, right? You already choose what to practice, what are the most likely to come out. And then you finish you do all the 56 and 84 questions. So at least 80% of your marks can come from only 20% of your practice. Yes, you cannot hit all, but at least you get 80%. That's why during my time, I cannot imagine that I can got top 1 in Cambodia, top 2, I don't expect that. I just expect like 80, 70 is okay. And finally, I go down a bit to 60 or 55. Okay, this is your goal. If you study less, you say, oh, I don't have time. 1 question for 1 chapter only. So practice 14 questions, 20 questions is enough. Then you score down as well. Okay, so I tell you, I practice this around 50 to 60 questions, 84 questions. I got only 60% mark. Okay, only 60% mark, because you know, to know this, you have to strictly understand that you have 3 hours, or you say 180 minutes, 60 minutes. Okay, then you must spend like around 8 to, okay, that exam time. Now I leave you first, don't go up first. Then you practice during your time, 1 mark, 1 keyword, 2 minutes. Don't go over that. Examiner will not skill mark, repeat again, repeat and repeat. You have to answer the relevant and key points. So how can I know I'm not examiner? I'm not in their body. I'm not in your mind. You practice, as why I tell you. In the examiner report, every time they have the report, they will say what they looking for from the students, from the exam. Want you to answer like this, like this, like this. But more of them, they answer this way. So you know what they like, what they don't like. Supply and demand. You demand with your customer. Your examiner, your marker is the customer, and you are the demand, supplier. Demand what they want, supply what they want. Okay, supply what they want, not what you want. That's why some people they take they work for at the audit firm, they still fail because they apply their knowledge into the ACCA exam. But what the examiner don't want the way they answer like that. Every like I remember 2 or 3 years they change 1 examiner. Sometimes some example like people will 1 examiner they like the style of like bullet point as enough, just answer bullet point. But when you change the examiner, they want a descriptive writing, write a lot, and the mark according to what you write a lot, how many lines, and whether you appear to have a relevant point or not. But some the marker, some the examiner they don't want that. So read their style, know their style first. Okay, and what they want. It's very important. Because I used to go against what they want. I used to think that, okay, for the F8, if I answer, F6, F7, yeah, P, the paper I failed is F5, P5 and P1. It's all description of theory. I'm not good at theory, yeah. I good at number. So when they ask the concept, I explain the concept in the way that I know, and I try to find the book, put some concept in the book as well, but it still failed. When I go to see the answer, it's another way around. It's opposite 100%, because I answer what I want, and I think that no one can find the right answer for everything. But you should know that they are the one who mark your paper, right? So if you don't answer the way that they want, they will not mark you. You get 0. So it's useless that you apply your own thinking too much. Okay. So this one, during your practice time, you should know what to write and what not to write. Learn from this, practice again and again. The more you practice, the higher mark that you will get. So let's say this is my timeline. Normally, 8 a.m. in the morning, I will write here in the library. That time, no one, only 2 people. Yeah, 2 people. I will stay in the library and then start practice like 2 or 3 questions. Okay, 2 or 3 questions. So I will find the answer sheet, what they answer before, and mark if whether it's matching with what I should focus or not. Then I start doing this. Then I start relaxing, and then 10:30 to 12:30 I start another 2 or 3 questions again. And then I start lunchtime, or I can sleep or relax. Yeah, I sleep in the library. Yeah, frankly, I sleep in the library for a while, 1 hour or half an hour, so to relax. Because when you relax, your memory start. When you start your engine again, it start remember again. Don't push it too much. Okay, you have to relax for a while, and then you start another question, 2 or 3 questions. Then you have dinner and relax, and around 8 p.m. to like 9 p.m. or 10 p.m. I start 2 or 3 questions again, and then I start sleep around 11 or play with my kids. But sometimes when I go back, they already sleep. Yeah, they already sleep. So this time, the whole day, when I go back home, everyone know my friend, know anyone in library as well. So I sit alone in library from the morning until at night time. Yes. If you take photo, it's so much like, why so lonely? No one stay with me. It's so drama, No kids, no mother, no father, no husband stay. Sometimes I ask him to stay with me, and then like, he say, why? Why stay at night with me? It's so like not a romantic thing, So if he stay with me, I also cannot focus. I say, go away, go away. Then I being a single life for 2 weeks. So this one, I commit this for 2 weeks. And now time to go to the battle. So here, the first thing is don't panic. I think most people will panic if you like, example, if you go singing for the Cambodia Idol and you panic, you cannot sing. Yes, you cannot be the idol. Because now it's time for you to show up. You sacrifice, you're painful. If you now fail, just like me, you invest a lot of money. Don't fail again. So more people fail because the poor time management, and they answer what they don't know what the examiner wants. So what to do to read first? Use your 10 to 15 minutes. Read question first. It's a must. You read question first. You will know what they want. And search out the keywords. They hide the keywords. Sometimes they put a tricky keyword. One time that I remember I got failed, I got only 20%, something, 27, because I don't know what they asked. I don't know at all. I cannot read the question. I read the question, but I don't know what the hell. I don't understand at all what they want. Yes. So read the question first, see what come out, and note the keyword next to the question. I always like typing, during that time it's writing, but usually your time is typing. During my time, you can apply this as well. You can have some notes, some comment in the books, in the computers. You write something like relevant to the question that you can think about in your mind. We call it from mind map. Right now, because along the way that you do question, you can forget. Sometimes you forget it. You can, oh, what's that? But you really a fresh memory when you first start read the question, some memory can come out. But if you wait until you come back to read the question again, it can disappear. Yeah, it can disappear. So fresh first, when you freshly read the question, you can find out some concept like relating to the keywords. Okay. Then like select what question to do first. So first, don't do what you don't know. Don't like go from the order like 1, 2, 3, 4. If you're sure that you can do number 3 first, go for number 3 first. You can do number 4 first, go for number 4 first. Because every minute count. 2 minutes is 1 mark. Don't waste at all. Don't waste your time at all. Otherwise, you end up, you cannot finish all the questions. So during my time, I finished all the 4 questions. I answer everything. I still get 60, sometimes 55. So if this one, no waste at all, no go to, some people go to bathroom, some people like, they ask for the bathroom, but for me, no. 3 hours, sit, no walk, no going out. Okay? So every minute, it really counts. It's your mark. And so after you did all the question, you think what they want first, and then like what you can do, then now start to write down. Finish 1 keyword, 1 mark, 2 minutes. So how to write that? Don't write too much, don't write too little, and don't repeat. Okay? If you write too much, it's just a waste of time. Some question is put like a trap for you. They make you find it easy to write, and you keep writing, typing. But at the end, it's only 2 marks, and you write like half a page already. It's a waste of time. So my style and my Roy style, Casey style, when you open the remarks, the opening just 1 line enough. Whatever you try to find some, use your techniques, your learning, your experience from practice. 1 line, 1 opening. If you want to explain some concept, just 1 line is enough. And then start with the second or third line, explains something like about this, why and how you solve this, why it's become like that. And final line, just 1 line is enough. So 5 lines, 2 minutes, 1 mark or 2 marks, done. If you find out like you have more time, okay, you can go back. If you don't have time, it's enough. You get mark already. Just go for another question. Okay, it's a technique for exam. And okay, so don't repeat. They will not give you a mark. This mark again. If you already give mark to you, the concept you explain right, and you keep explaining it again, no marks. Okay, don't waste it. So explain the concept, what the examiner wants and relevance. This is what I tell you already. And flag some question for review or calculation to come back. You can flag in your computer base and leave some space, highlight some things, so that you come back, you can see the highlighter, what you can do it better. Okay, hopefully you can come back. Hopefully, huh? So leave some space, some blank, and you can come back and typing again. So if you don't have time, let's just write some down keyword, key points, because they can see your attempt. Maybe you no time anymore, but you know the concept, you know what they want, but it just don't have time. Write down key point, how effective it is. Write down. How to improve performance management. Write down. Oh, the result, the ratio is like this. It doesn't mean that it's going up, going down. Why and how? Just short keyword is enough if you don't have time. Okay, so they can say you, oh, this guy is trying to say something, but they know that you don't have time, so they can mark you a little. Maybe a generous mark. You can got 49 and get generous mark 1 mark, get 50. Why not? Yeah. So this is the exam techniques during that time. So I believe this help you for the working style that you work and doing exam at the same time. Yes, that's it. You enjoy life after you got ACCA. Okay. Thank you.